Hello everybody and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt. I'm a cat. Also, I like to claim my catness is in question once again. No one's questioning my catness, but perhaps they should. And what I'd like to do is maybe catalysts are questioning. Like capitalists, except cat related. Is Katniss a character in the movie? I believe that's like, what is it, Hunger Games? I don't know. I haven't seen Hunger Games. Okay, we're going to get the finger bus real quick. And thankfully I remember it's going to make a hell of a lot of noise. Unfortunately, we're just going to immediately start with the finger bus today. Not much I can do about that, but... Alright. So today the main goal is I need to make more Crontium. Because if we can get the Crontium sorted out, then we have more Crontium. That's how it works. I'm just going to grab all these alien artifacts super quick. We will at some point need to make alien artifacts, but we're not there yet. Be the next step, I suppose. The next step in human evolution. I've been watching so much X-Men 92. Not really so much, I've been watching one episode a night. It's good stuff though. So I would like to clear this little island space out. And then we should be good to just use this territory. It'd be nice if you deal with these worms over here. Is that out of range? Might be out of range. When we get the revised train, that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, I think we're going to have to manually move this train. Well, maybe not. It looks like it's turning the guns in the correct direction. Okay. And while we work on this bit, what I need is a lot of stuff, actually. My basic plan is I want to construct this. But again. I feel like little patches of water that just are around. Yeah, because we didn't do a very good job. Okay. You get that sometimes. Okay, if I can just deal with those worms, I'd be pretty happy. Okay. You can go home now. Just gotta finish the song first, though. Oh, it's struggling. It's demanding death. Please kill me. Not built on deep water. Where are we not building? Okay, it was very upset. I failed to see how that's my problem. I was not happy about those number of frames. Okay, somewhere something's not right. Is it like a single bit of pipe somewhere? Probably. Is there like a radar on here? I don't think so. Let's just build a radar, eh? Like my father always said, you can never have too many radars. I don't think my father ever said that one, but it sounds like something he might agree to. Alright. As we get all this connected, we should be okay very soon. That train's deal. Right. Feel like what we need to do. Why is that not working? There we go. Well, that wasn't much better, but I'll take it. I expected slightly better than what we got, so honestly that's probably my fault. Wonder if I should spend some time and make the better construction bots. Do I even have the technology for those? I can probably get it fairly quickly. Let's go get the good construction bots. I think I deserve them. I've been a good boy. How can I determine I've been a good boy? Well, I said it, and therefore it's true. Okay, let's go get the good construction bots so that way I don't need to carry around, like keep charging them. Oh wow, already it's trying to make power. That's funny. Okay. It'll just be like a couple of janky things in the mall. And then we will be good and we will not need to charge anymore. And then we can spend all my power on having lots of drones. Okay. Yeah, I think it's time. Let's go get the good construction drones. I think I deserve them. I've been a good boy. Dear Father Christmas, this year for Christmas I demand good construction drones. Father Christmas says, yeah, I'm not helping you with that. And I say, fine. The factory shall provide. Classic Father Christmas, never giving me my cool drones I deserve. He's not my Father Christmas. Hashtag not my Father Christmas. You know, like the hashtag not my president things? Okay. So, good news. We probably have everything we need to make this level. And we're going to need flying robot frames. Which I think we got everything we need for that, just we're lacking black cheeps, but that's fine. I should probably limit things. Otherwise we're going to make too many of everything. No. Construction tools. Construction tools is what they used to call me in high school. You're not far from true on that one. Okay, what do we kind of got everything here. We just gotta collect them, and they're coming, I suppose. So what are we lacking? Black chips? I think the only thing we're lacking is the black chips. I'm confused why science hasn't started happening yet. You have like a deadlock? We shouldn't have a deadlock. Why are you upset? What has upset you that way? Nothing that should be stopping you. I'm not sure why my train's upset. It should be going. Okay, well, let's go figure that out now since we've got a second. My hope is that once I get these cool new trains going, then we will not have to worry so much. All processors, drop that down. Induction furnaces, drop those down. Okay. Are we making black chips? Did we get that sorted? I have a funny feeling the answer is going to be a resounding no. Probably because chrome is broken again, because chrome's always broken. Oh, chrome's broken in a new way. Cobalt. That's fantastic. Can this train go now? Okay, so why is cobalt trash not working? It should be. We'll fix that cobalt waste in a moment. I appear to have lost my science. Down here. Okay, why are you stuck? That doesn't make sense. That'd be enough. No, I didn't think it would be. That doesn't make sense either. That's not the answer anyway. Go around that way. Why is it stuck? There's no logical reason why it would be stuck. Unless... I mean, it doesn't make sense, but... Oh, is that the reason why? That's the reason why, the pink train. That'll do it. Can we not use the slowest technology known to man, please? I mean, while we're here, might as well use better tech. Like, we have it, right? Why not use it? Yeah, sure, we'll have to build more stuff with it, but I don't really care. Oh no, technology has been not used optimally. I don't care. Okay. Next, I would like to go to a cobalt station that apparently is broken for some reason. Cobalt waste pick, the one with the train. I would like to go there, thank you. Right, because it's able to hold 16,000 these days. That's the problem. Okay, that should fix that problem, which means, in theory, cobalt should be coming again. I don't know if I believe that, but it's nice to theorize, you know? It's nice to go, oh, one day cobalt's gonna be real again. No, it's not. Makes me feel good about myself, you know? We apparently have no ceramic bearings. Okay. Let us get our ceramic bearings, I suppose. Yes. Get the nitinol, throw the nitinol out. There we go. Oh. And of course change the ceramic bearings, that's probably relevant. There we go. And it'll make heaps Asbro. Nice. Okay. And then we go... Not ready yet. We just need to get my black chips, of which there are sadly not nearly enough. So I might just steal directly from the horse's mouth. Which I don't think I need to tell you, but don't steal from a horse. They hate it. And don't make a horse mad. They hate that too. Okay. Things I didn't think I'd have to tell people. Don't steal from a horse. I mean, if you steal from a horse, if you ask if you can steal from a horse, you know what it'll say? Nay. That's deserved. That's deserved. Okay, here comes the chrome. That should probably push production to a silly level. One day I'd probably like to get all these being prod 3'd, but prod 3 is a dream for not right now. It is a dream for the future. That dream will not be achieved today. That'll have to do for now. Prod 2, I don't even have Prod 2 yet. I got Prod 1. By the time I get Prod 2, Prod 3 is so much easier to make than Prod 0, 1, 2. I just need to make a lot more insulated wires before doing that, which I haven't got around to yet. It is in the cards, however. Okay, and fusion construction bots. Construction bots, give me 100 of them at first, and then we'll see. Then we'll talk. Okay. So, once we get rid of construction bot 3s, which we can honestly just dump them to here. Right, I deserved that. I do not want construction bot, those bots anymore. I would like them to be construction bot fusions. Okay, so we've got 14 of them at the moment. Now, with construction bot fusions, what I no longer need is charge pads. I never need to charge the robots. Okay. Don't need as many personal batteries. What I do want more of is... Do I want more of? Area expanders, probably. Do we have any area expanders built? Yeah, we do. We go up to level 3. Interesting. Can I get some area expanders then? Wait, do I not have any area expanders on me? I don't. Just give me 20 of them for now. Okay. So before with just this, we had an area of 42. If we do that, we have an area of 224. Which, needless to say, it's a bigger number. Okay, and then... I probably don't need any more of those, thank you very much. How big does that make my logistics network, out of curiosity? We stand away from the logistics network. It makes it bigger than I can see. I literally don't know what they're going to go build right now. Okay, that's cool. I would like some extra robot control. I probably want to put it there. Actually. So I don't need any charging spots anymore because, quite frankly, my fusion-powered robots should suffice. We can have 160 robots working at any given time. Yes, this is good. I don't need that many batteries running. I will probably need a lot more things, but for now I think what we'll do is worry more about the electrolyzers and the bores themselves. Maybe just go straight to 200. And then of the bores, we will allow, say, also 200. We have 50 at the moment, we want 200 of these. Right. So my anticipation is with the number of drones that we will have, when we park here, it'll just construct a lot of things incredibly quickly. That's fine. Don't worry about that. Actually, we will worry about that. Because what I would like to do is up that by 10. Strain casters, drop that. Filtration units, drop that. There was something else I wanted to increase. I can't help but notice I haven't moved in a little while. That's stressing. Are you jammed? Oh, you know what? It gives me more time to figure out what I actually need. We've moved the tiniest bit. Okay, we're off, I guess. So what I'm thinking is when we get down here, the bots are just going to go nuts. Right, the range could be a problem for a different reason. I might actually want to reduce my range, but increase my bot holdings. Problem is they go flying a lot further. A lot further than I'm actually quite willing to let them do. I didn't see that problem coming. That's still quite a large area. Oh, I know what it was. It was the assemblers. I don't need 300 of those. The good news is nothing will ever need to recharge, so that's cool. I'm fond of that situation. Figure out what wasn't connecting. Cannot build on deep water. What is being built on deep water? I'm not sure. Hey Mojo, how you doing? Good to see you. I'll tap you now. Water pumps. Don't need water pumps, we use water bores. Groundwater bores do just fine. See, they only do 60 per second, but quite frankly, this doesn't need 120 per second. So we use water bores, and it just works so much better, because we don't need to worry about pumps. The technology they were too afraid to show us, those cowards. Oh, we do need filtration units, although it looks like we may have actually... Oh, we do need them, okay. Ah! Actually, we'll get them. It's the technology the government did not want you to see. Because they realized you would be elite like themselves. Your Englishes would be ideal for conquest. Okay, we have to not do something real quick here. I got never ending pain as Seablock. I don't know what you're talking about. Seablock is a wonderful game. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to rip this out real quick. Because we need to not let the minerals get through at this stage. It's fun. Seablock's always fun, man. Seablock's the most fun you can have in Factorio. And it's just the truest statement I've ever said. Except for when it just gets frustrating, which is sometimes. That's okay. Can't play a puzzle game without it getting frustrating sometimes, right? I'm hoping I can get a lot more of the construction bots very soon. I do like Seablock. So I've been playing Book of Hours lately, and I realized that I needed to build a spreadsheet for it. So a build is probably not the correct word for it, but I needed to make a spreadsheet. Build implies that I was actually doing some logic with it. I wasn't. So I started writing a spreadsheet, and then I realized that one sheet wasn't going to be enough. So I got more detailed and put in another sheet. It's down to up to about 7 sheets now. It's gotten bigger. But the spreadsheet keeps growing, and it's kind of fun. I need to EVE Online a spreadsheet, basically. It's not quite EVE Online a spreadsheet, but basically, yeah. Okay, that's actually enough electrolyzers already, funnily enough. We'll keep 30 on hand. But I started realizing a particular mechanic of the game worked in a particular way, and rather than scattergun approaching and finally getting there, EVE Online is a good verb for it, I agree. I was just like, oh, I have this information, I just gotta start working on it, and I'm like, oh, there was information here I didn't know. Oh, crafting is an important thing. Oh, I've got to do this, and it just got out of hand. And I don't regret it getting out of hand, it's just, it did get out of hand. I don't know if I needed that many water bores. Actually, maybe I did. And let's go to 1,000 of these pipes. I know there are better pipes available, but these pipes will do. They suffice for most practical applications. Most. Not all, but most. I'm not here to change the world, I'm just here to fix it. And then when we're done with this, actually kind of funny. Oh, that's me. I like it when I go through the middle of a section. Not really what these parts were designed for, but the factory provides. Factory does what it must. Oh. How many construction bots do I have now? I don't know. One could argue not enough. Or rephrase that, I could argue not enough. No, I prefer that these black chips go down to make things in the mall rather than rockets. I don't need rockets. I've launched 3 satellites though, that's pretty cool. I guess I'll keep launching satellites as time goes by. We are almost out of pipes. That's okay. You're bored and scrolling YouTube. Alright, never a good start to life. Anything good there? Someone emulated a 16-bit CPU in Excel. Oh, people. Never change. You did not watch that video. The point is that they did it, not that you watched it. Watching it is unimportant. It was just people emulating CPUs in Minecraft. I mean, vaguely, yes. Okay, I think we've got all the crystallizers set. No, we don't. We lack a couple of things. That's okay. The point is, we're mostly done. Which is kind of insane. And then what I'm going to do as well... Put this somewhere. Maybe down here. Oh hey, there's worms down there. Wonderful. We have no cliff explosives, do we? We do not. That's moderately annoying. It's always Sandstorm by Darude. That's a rude sandstorm. Good old Sandstorm. I think they played it like... I'm just trying to remember, like my school ball, they played it like 4 times. Because it was like the only song us teenagers wanted to listen to. That and that Fatboy Slim song. Around the same time. I don't remember what it's called. Check it out now, Funk Soul Brother, right about now. That one. Like we just wanted to hear it over and over and over again because, I don't know, we had no taste, I suppose. Had, have, same thing. The youth of today. Yeah, Fatboy Slim, that's what I said, didn't I? Classic over 6 minutes long as well, God. Why? No song needs to be 6 minutes long. I mean, I think there are some songs that need to be over 6 minutes long, and I guess I will survive. Hey, Pragmatic Gamer, how you doing? Staying pragmatic, I hope. Bohemian Rhapsody. You know what? Bohemian Rhapsody is a... yeah, I was thinking Bohemian Rhapsody when I said that, and I thought I could go back on that, but I thought, no, that's not who I am. I make bold statements that I can't follow through with. Plenty of bangers over 7 minutes too. It's sketchy. That's right. I remember now. I think you told me. Bohemian Rhapsody is probably, no joke, one of the best songs ever. It is a very good song. I thought you did. Maybe I'm not remembering. I'm sorry. My knowledge banks are failing me. It happens with age. Yes, play the old man card. Gets him every time. You know what they say, you can't beat an old man. Iron Maiden, Metallica and Tool would like to have some words with me. I have never listened to any of those groups. Like any of them. So I mean, they're welcome to have a word with me, but I'll just be like, who are you? Which they will not appreciate. I can tell you that now. What do you mean, who are we? Heard me, who are you? Who are you people?
Butt kicking, for goodness!
Thank you for the follow! Did you change your name and also make a new account? Okay, this should make our Crontium. I hope is that... what is the plan here? That goes there. I see. And Maholic is raiding. Hello, Maholic. Have you heard of war crimes? Sorry, I panicked. No, you changed your name. It unfollowed, okay. How you doing, Maholic? Thank you so much for the raid. What are you up to? You building that moon base? Still doing your moon base, or are you, what was the other thing you were doing? You were doing something else. Like Factorio, that doesn't help me. I need to know more information. You building your moon base, or are you doing different things? Not a war crime this time. War crime. How's Sand? Look, Sandman's good. He does hate that Spider-Man, but you know what? That's Spider-Man's fault. That bloody Spider-Man always friggin' shit up. Quite frankly, it's insulting. And disturbing. And upsetting. It's nice having drones. You have a perfectly good reason for unfollowing me? I'm sure you do. Don't worry, I'm not offended. People are allowed to unfollow. I can't force them to not unfollow. I'm not offended. Even if it was a misclick, I'm not offended, I promise. I don't really mind that much. Thought you were getting your old job back? Oh, wait, so you actually intentionally did. I thought you were joking. That's fine. That didn't happen, I assume? Sorry to hear that. Okay. Your old job had a rule, no watching SeiferKatt. Oh my god, I know who your boss was. Someone who hates SeiferKatt, I know exactly who it was. Rival and arch enemy. No watching Seifer without safety. Yep. I mean, you still might get it back if everything goes right. Well, here's hoping. Okay, I'm struggling to wear the safety vest, man. It was upside down. That's not helping anyone. Ah! Okay, safety vest on. We're safe now. Oh! Bro. Chill the heck out. I don't think they're actually getting mad at the pipes. I just think they got confused. You know what? We all get confused sometimes. Raise quality of stream? We can do that. You always wear your safety helmet when watching SeiferKatt? That's good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm always worried that people are not wearing their safety vests or hats properly. If it does, you'll only see me on Mondays. That's cool, man. Look, I honestly wish you the very best. As strange as to say, I hope I don't see you except on Mondays. Because I want things to go well for you, you know? I think that makes sense. Okay. I mean, I truly only wish the best for people. Despite what it may look like. I make myself sound like I'm a real piece of work when I say that. Okay, okay, that connects all the water up. Yeah. And we are going to need some filters. Okay, so let's get less bores because we don't need them anymore. Let's get 600 filters. That's probably more than we need, but whatevs. Okay. So once we get those filters, we should be all ready to go. Hey look, I'm never afraid of sounding cheesy or cringe, as the local teens like to say. Because, you know what? That's just who I am. If I'm a cheesy or cringe person, that's fine. Doesn't bother me. Only bothers everyone else. You're not a teen? Don't worry, I didn't say you were. Usually I like to say that's what the teens say, just because it basically makes me sound like an older person than I am. I didn't think that one through. Don't worry, it's just a catchphrase that I like to say about myself for reasons I'm not entirely sure of. You're 30 years old? What the local teens are always saying too. Those local teens can't keep a story straight. I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I don't talk to the local teens. They scare me. With their iPhones and their skibbity toilets. And their social lives. And their Fortnite. You know, those teens. I'm so scared. So afraid. Okay. We're still going to need to get... Well, actually, do we need to get acid? We can always just pull the acid from there. I rephrase that. I think we should pull the acid from there. Your life expectancy is 60? That's... I try not to think about life expectancies. I don't think it ever leads to anything good. Okie dokie. Where do we want to go? Well, first we need acid. Like they always said at high school, first you gotta drop some acid, kid. And then what's the next part? Doesn't matter, you drop an acid. Maybe it should matter. Okay, and then we need to... next part is to get your set and setting in order real quick. Keep dropping acid till you're dead. Exactly what you're supposed to do. Also, hi Zoe. Zoe, I don't remember if I told you this, but we've finally got to start watching X-Men 97. The first rule of LSD, set and setting. I don't even know what that means. I hate to tell you this, but I actually don't know anything about LSD or drugs in general. I've been lying to you all. You all thought I was cooler than I actually am. Yeah, we finally got around to starting X-Men 97, and it's friggin' so good. We are 2 episodes away from finishing. It's so fucking good. I'm sorry that I said a bad word there, but I don't even give a shit. It's so good. Especially, look, you know what? It's also so good, especially coming after what I call X-Men 92. Because X-Men 92 is rough at points. Like, it is not good at points. I still watched it all. But holy crap, some of the old show was bad. But damn, 97 just makes me so... It makes me feel things, man. I don't know what sort of things, but I'm certainly feeling things. And they're good things. I think Cyclops is being redeemed. Okay, I think I think as a soldier, like as a fighter, Yes, I agree. They've redeemed him as a fighter, but God, he's a little whiny, like, about everything this season. And sure, fair enough. But, yeah, they've really amped everyone up to 11 in this season. Did a great job pushing fields. Oh, yeah. The scene where he drops out of the plane. Look, the scene where he drops out of the plane was good. I think the scene where he's fighting the Humanity First guys, that was just so good. Like, the only thing that I haven't seen him do yet, and I can't wait, I need him to do it, is I need him to reflect a blast. I have hydrated the Pragmatic Gamer. He hasn't reflected a blast yet, which I think is a little bit missing. I think we should have been reflecting blasts. But honestly, if that's the only complaint that I have, who farted? No one. No one farted. It was just the battle cow. Or warhorn. I'm really not sure what it is. Yeah, you like the Magneto design? Look, I am just happy to see my boy back. I'm just happy to see my boy Nightcrawler. Crawler. So much. I don't know, Magneto's design doesn't do anything for me. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Okay, what's going on down here? Right, the hydrogen will take a little bit of time to build up again. That's fine. Okay, he isn't for me. That's true. And not every character has to be for me. I mean, they improved Jubilee a little bit, and that's fine. That was something we needed. Crontium pickup. Enable train limit 1. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm actually like, what? A conversation in the bunker. I don't remember. I know the scene you're talking about. I just don't, I think I wasn't paying full attention to that scene because Lil K was having a hissy fit at the time. So maybe I need to go back and watch that bit. Lil K was less than happy at that exact moment. The combat is so much better though. Just everything about it is just a better show. Oh, yes. Okay, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're. Yeah, he wasn't happy about that. He was just like, that'd take him a while to find that again. Oh, there's so many moments where I'm just like, oh shit, it's that person. Awesome. And I'm so happy to see them. It's a good show. I'm so happy we're going to get more of that. I think they've greenlit it for 3 seasons. Like, they've greenlit it for 2 more seasons, and I could not be happier for that. Because I will keep watching that, because if everyone's just so much cooler with a different director. Yeah, didn't they change directors recently? That's fine. Look, it's fine. I'm not too worried about that. I think they were thinking about it. I don't know if they actually decided that it was going to be a yes. I did read that. I don't know if the end decision was that it is now part of the MCU. If so, can we please get Kamala? Thank you. I would like my girl Kamala, please. I mean, they'll figure it out if they want to. If they want to do it, they'll figure it out. Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't bother me. As long as they don't get the person who made Secret Invasion to do it, I'm happy. And it really seems to be all they do is they just hit like the X-Men greatest hits of storylines with that show. Which is again fine. I mean, Al? AI? I'm not sure what you mean. BRB everyone. Where are they going to find a human being hot enough to play 97 Magneto? I mean, I guess they don't. I guess they have to live with that. They can't. The Invasion had the AI intro. AI did have the AI intro, but that wasn't the problem with it. The problem wasn't, oh man, they had an AI intro. The problem was it was just a bad show. Like, the show wasn't ruined by an AI intro. It was ruined because it was crap. What is my ultimate goal in Seablock? Meaning for me in general, or what is the goal of Seablock? My goal is to finish it. The goal is to make the FTL ship, which we are starting to launch the ships to get the science, so that's good. But there is a lot to go. I don't know if George Clooney would look right with the long hair. I actually also don't know about George Clooney, but look, all I care about in 97 is we got my boy Nightcrawler, and I'm just happy. And Zoe, Magneto has awoken something in you, or at least made it scream, hasn't he? Do I need to have like a... a one carriage thing elsewhere? Or do I need to expand this to be 2 carriages? I could do that. I could expand this to be a 2 carriage one. Not too difficult. Men are not your jam, but because of this cartoon, you don't know which way is up anymore. Fair enough. White in a snap, doesn't he? Can we all just agree that men are not our jams? Can we all agree on this as a unit? We don't have to. The camera's still off. Oh, gosh darn it. There you go. What's going on with... Am I just wearing this incorrectly? What's going on here? This is not safe. Okay. We'll go 50k. Oh, hi. You got here quick. The season really loves to say a particular line from X-Men, which I love, about Magneto. And I love it. It's so good. Been playing a new game, almost done with it. What have you been playing? Hey, how you doing? It's going well. We are making stuff. So hopefully, with my increased Chrontium, we should have silver coming through. V rising. Ah, vampires, eh? It's not a game that I've really looked into. Okay, where's... Okay, what we actually need to do, funnily enough, is turn this to a 2 train limit. My factory always looks nuts. That's probably a design problem of mine. It's probably a me problem. Magneto does have some good monologues. See, the thing is, Magneto, in my understanding, is like been a weird problem for Marvel like comics to work with for a while, because it's like the longer Magneto exists, the more people like Magneto kinda has a point though. He does kinda have a point. Never a you problem. Always a me problem. Everything's a me problem. Okay, we need to probably get some sort of... Even better than Gandalf. I mean, it's not hard. Gandalf's, you know, just a terrible character in general. Not even a wizard. He's not even a wizard. How can you respect someone who isn't even a wizard? Before someone goes, oh, how do we respect you, Seif? You shouldn't. I'm not a wizard. I don't deserve respect. I'm no wizard. Bryan Cranston. I mean, the problem is Bryan Cranston can do anything. We don't deserve Bryan Cranston. Bryan Cranston as Magneto does seem pretty funny, though. And you know what? Yeah. I'll take it. I need to play Eisenhower. Probably. I think it was Heisenhower, but sure. You're a wizard, Gandalf. Please know I only allow that because I'm not a fan of the Lord of the Rings. I choose to hurt people is what I'm saying. Who did you replace Patrick Stewart with for Professor X? I mean... doesn't matter. This is why cartoons are good. Like, I was thinking about this the other day. The problem with the MCU is... Can you get Patrick Stewart for both of us? No. With cartoons is like, when you kill off a character they can come back easily. When you kill off a character in a movie, you have to rehire that person again. And that's difficult. Controversial for the good guys. Okay, the thing I was saying about Magneto. Magneto is like just someone who is a bad guy, but the more that he does stuff, the more you're like, is he the bad guy though? Is Magneto the bad guy? Because he's kind of right. And by kind of right, I mean, he is right. I don't really want to admit it, but he does have a... Okay, so this should allow my silver wires to be produced. Yes, that's going well. And with my silver wires being produced, we should then also have lots of blue circuits coming through. Look at all my blue circuits. Where are all my goddamn blue circuits? Transistors we're fine with. What are we short on? Red chips. Why are we short on red chips? We're making them now. We were short on copper wires. Of course we were. Of course we were. Are there teleporters? There are not. He's totally the bad guy. Kill all non-mutants. He's not kill all non-mutants though. That's where he eventually gets into. Because they keep backing him into a corner. You keep backing a man like that into the corner, eventually, yeah, he is just going to be like, kill all non-mutants, because they're not going to let us live. His choice isn't kill all non-mutants because they're different. It's kill all non-mutants because they literally don't give us a choice. Ian McKellen. We can't just keep bringing in Ian McKellen. McKellen? I thought it was McKellen. Really, I don't know what his name is. Exactly. And sometimes when he bites back with genocide. Which, again, given the fact that's what they've been trying with the mutants, I get it. Genocide might be the answer. As rough as it is to say. When has there been a point where you had no choice? Asteroid M is going to be the only one I can say that isn't in 97. There's been a lot of times where he's had no choice. He's just gone like, you will not let us live. Really what he wants is he wants the mutants to be able to thrive on their own, and humanity will not give them the choice. Flip what? Dude, we have a quote system. That's what the quote system's for. You can clip it, but that's also what the quote system's for. I mean, what? The fact that he was Jewish in the Holocaust? Yeah, I mean, it's another part where humans will not let him live. He's an angry, bitter man, but he has every gosh darn reason to be bitter and angry. Like, Magneto, I say again, is right. Okay, so what's the problem here? Is it the red chips, the blue chips, the rubber wires? It's the rubber wires, isn't it? Always the rubber wires. Okay, it's time to make rubber wires. I think we've dilly-dallied long enough. It's time to do it. Oh god, this is gonna suck. Fine. We have to do it. So. Let's just start by removing things that we do not need. We do not need electrolyzers. Do we need air filters? This is what we need. We get another set of legs. Maybe 2 sets of legs. That, or we could also just build new portable fusion generators. Do we even have that tech yet? Surely we've got that tech by now. We do. But I also don't care enough. Yeah, Reba, don't worry about it. We've got a lot of things that are out of context quotes that are used to incriminate me. That's what the quote system's for. So don't worry about it. If someone didn't quote it, it means it just wasn't as good as the usual stuff. Which, boy, that doesn't make me feel good about myself. Okay. Oh wait, I can just put a request a chest on myself? What? I could have told you that one. Everyone's favorite. Where are my machines? Oh, is it because I have a bunch of things turned off? Is that why? Don't worry, it's the one most people remember. I'm not too bothered by it. .404 is a classic. 420 I think is just nice. No, 69 is nice, obviously. Did that do what I wanted it to do? Safe to assume. No. Is that what it's supposed to do? These can be connected to a requested chest. Oh, I see. So wait, do we turn that off? Alright, I'm trying something that I've never done before. Get a request. Work. It does not appear that anything's happening. Okay. Well, let's just start from the beginning, shall we? What do we need? Mud. We need like 100 washing plants. A good start. And a bunch of desert environment farms. I don't know if we have many of those. We have none of those. Okay, I guess we gotta build some desert environment farms. How they get you. And some desert environment kits, I suppose. This might be a problem. Because we do not have anything for my secret garden. Well, actually, maybe this is the time where we actually pull stuff from out of my secret garden. I think so. About time we actually used the secret garden for why we built it. I mean, we built it like 200 hours ago. Let's use it. Now, where are we going to build this? I think we built this over here. I think we built it right here. It's going to be big, and the whole point of it is we just want to make a lot of rubber. The only ingredients it needs is tin copper wire and urea gas. Everything else is self-sustaining. Do we need to get the finger bus in? Yes, I think that'd be prudent. Off it goes. Finger bus, your people need you. Tick, 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 tick. We have made a lot of happy rocks. For a moment there, I thought the frames were dropping. That's fine though. Okay, that will use the artillery, it'll be happy. You always want to have happy artillery. I don't think I need to explain why. Supposed to be a sand train around here. Okay. That's almost good. Okay, the artillery train's heading back home. It's not. It wishes it was heading back home. But it's legally not allowed to right now. Which makes it sad. We have a sad train. Here's the sand train and here's the sad train. Oops. Okay. We put this up there. Are we just gonna leave that train there? I like this train. This is a classic train. It reminds me of the time where I thought a 7-car carriage was a good idea. And maybe one day it will be again. But not today. Okay, and... Okay. So as stated, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do here, but step one, as always, just build a lot of land. Okay. Good start. It's not going to be near enough, but as stated, it's a start. I'm just going to keep using up all the sand until I have no more need for sand. And then we'll just start building. All I can do, right? Okay. So, yeah, keep going. Make a big old square. Yeah, they say you are what you eat. And I eat squares. Okay. So what exactly is my plan here? Why am I doing this? I need the saline water or the beanafran seeds. Do. That's what we're doing. Okay. So we need... Oh dear God. Like that moment where you realize how big what you're actually building is. You can put that a little bit closer. Let's try and save some space, eh? Now, have I missed a step? I have. Hello, Tara. So, how much water will this take? 31. You know what? That's bore level, baby. We are making 6,000 rubber wires a minute. It is going to require a lot of stuff. And then we also need to do... Joke's on you, they'll all fit. Okay. We're going to be able 21 lines of this. Yes, this is a normal thing people do. Now, admittedly, there are ways I could make this less stupid, but I refuse to do that. Right. This is actually good, if you believe that. Like, I could use these seafloor pumps, and this is not efficient usage of them, but also, I'm very lazy, and I don't care to work out the numbers. If I cared about working out the numbers, I wouldn't be doing it this way. But I don't care to work out the numbers. My goal is just to get it done. And sometimes, if getting it done just means not even thinking about the numbers and just jamming things in until... If I have to jam things in like round pegs in square holes, I'm going to jam the roundest pegs into the squarest of holes. And I don't care. Because efficiency is not my middle name. I have a lot of middle names, but efficiency is not one of them. But currently we have 8. Okay. Well, if we do that, we now have more than 8. Oh. How many do I want? 21, right? 21. And we are currently at 21 exactly. Oh. Oh, that feels good. Okay. That's good. Then, from there, we need to make sand. So 98 divided by 21 is 5, approximately. Boy, I hope nothing else. Actually, hang on. Have I made a mistake already? That uses saline water. That's fine. Using saline water is not a problem. As long as nothing uses the other types of water, which it's not. Okay. So. BRB. Alright, so then we have 5 sand machines. Now, we are going to continue boring because I simply... Oh, that's not going to work. We've got to make little gaps. Oops. Sand is saline water. Sand's not saline water, is it? Sand doesn't get made with saline water, it gets made with thin mud water. Okay. I didn't realize that. That's okay. Ironically, that's fine. And then we're going to do something with the saline water, which... How do we get the saline water out of there? Oh, gosh, you're right. You're still right. Okay. How do we get the saline... How do we use the saline water? Now, good news. The washing plants... Okay, we do it this way. Okay. That goes pick up, drop off. And the idea is go along here. Right. So it's pick up, drop off. That. And the saline water come down here and through there. Okay, and then the saline water can come through. That way. That works. Like, it's a little bit excessive, but then again, this whole build is a little bit excessive. What do I want the water for? Oh, just that. Yeah, no, that's done. Don't worry about that. Okay. So now we have sand, we have saline. Then we take the sand and the saline to the Benafran plant. Oh, and it's actually perfect because the saline water is just right there. You cannot do this better. Okay, so then we do 21 divided by... Nope. Get your numbers around the right way. 207 divided by 21 is 10. Okay. Now, good news, bad news. Good news, that's the sand. Bad news, not sure where we're getting the Benafran seed from. But I figure we'll sort that out in a moment. Don't worry about that just yet. Everything will be provided. Except underwear. Underwear will not be provided, I'm sorry. You know what we should do? We should probably get power going. Sorry, if you thought underwear was being provided, this is going to be a rude awakening to you. Rat bastards. Really wish I had built myself a little bit more space now, but that's okay. We've got one line here that we can use, and in theory we've got one line up here we can use, which is going to need a little bit more undergroundy work. That should be enough, because we've got to also output the Benafran itself. That's a relevant thing we have to worry about. What if we then went... Oh... Those power line. No actual room to output anything. Hilarious. Only way you can do it properly is by having the power lines be in the middle here. Every 2, does that work? Probably not. Or maybe it works so perfectly I can't even believe it. That's also possible. I think I need to actually hook this up to power to make sure it's working. Okay, that's looking good. Now, we're going to have another problem here, which is something we're going to sort out now. Going to have one going like that, one going like that. And that's where the Beanafran seeds are actually coming. Brilliant. Where do we power this though? Oh, we've got a train out of fuel. Of course we do. Other than the correct answer is we power it wherever we can. Our train ran out of fuel. Oh, it's a close one. It's the red chip. It's the red... Oh my god. Really? It's the red chip train? That's actually an important train. Okay. It's fine. It's very much like the Gru meme. Fine, so long as one of the important trains doesn't run out of fuel. The important train ran out of fuel. Eh? How does that train even run out of fuel? We use red... Okay, buddy. Where are you going? Let's take you to where you're going and then we'll figure out what's your problem. Now I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh no, Seif left behind robots. Don't worry, they literally cannot run out of power anymore. Why aren't we making things? Not abandonment anymore, it's just mean. Yeah, pretty much. There is a line of power that is just there that I cannot use because I have no gosh damn anything that I need. That's fine. Hang on. Oh, those were pulling place. Okay. Like, the bots move incredibly quickly, and they can never run out of power, so they'll be okay. I mean, they don't move incredibly quickly, but they move fast enough, I suppose. Isn't that all everyone really wants? Fast enough, I suppose. Is that not good enough for you? Liberals are at it again. Libs! I always love that I'm like one off. It happens so often. Wow, it made a shit ton of batteries. I don't think we need that many batteries. Stop making batteries, actually. Percolate. Why do we not have lithium percolate? Oh, because we didn't deal with our salt problem very well, I guess. What are we supposed to do with all the salt? Hang on, I thought we had a plan for the salt. I guess we didn't have a plan for the salt. We probably don't need any more lithium-ion batteries for a very long time anyway, so that's probably fine. Let's not give it any more thought. We'll worry about it when it's a problem. Which it currently is not. The moment when future Steve becomes present Steve, exactly, that's going to be a problem. But that moment is not today, Zoe. I don't know why I said your name like that. I think it's very rude. Zoe. The cat got anger issues, it seems. If a cat got to chill the F out. Ah, no. I didn't have an extra line. Well, you know what? That big a deal. What we do now is we just rip it apart and then we replace it. This is literally what we've got all these robots to do. It's not like it's going to take us long. And if we just do this... Don't worry about it. It's not that big a deal. It's a minor oopsie at worst. You know what? We've made other mistakes as well. We didn't have a plan for the mud. I just realized that. Oh no, the robots took my explosives. Barely an inconvenience, exactly. It's ever so slightly bothersome. Okay. What is slightly bothersome is the fact that make it like this. Let's connect it with an extra 2 spaces. Just to really make sure we've got extra room, right? Let's not make this mistake a second time. And let's also deal with this mud. Which I have done incorrectly if you look at it in the most minor of ways. Okay, that's fine. These are going to build up mud. And we've got no way to really reuse the mud. Normally we use liquefiers for that, but we haven't really given ourselves the chance for that this time. Oh yeah, no, that's wrong. Okay, we'll deal with what we're going to do with that mud later. Okay. Can't build on water. Look at that, there's a little bit of water there. Oop. Okay, we still need to build 21 of these. Ugh. Yeah, you guys follow me when you get around to it. Yeah, like, what do you mean when we get around to it? We literally have no other job right now. Yep, keep following. If we can avoid them on the way back. Oh, yeah, there you go. Here's the swarm. You're right, now I'm just being mean to them. Look, I think we can all agree, anyone on Twitch, anyone who's following me, what are you doing? How did you make this decision? Where did it all go wrong? How many train deaths are we at? You know what? I could probably answer that one. If we search for pistols... I've never made pistols. So if we go into storage... one doesn't count. 28... Although I don't know how many of the deaths were caused by worms. I actually don't know how many train deaths we're at. It's a good question. Thought we could have an answer, but I don't think... Certainly too many. More than I should have. Enough that could have been avoided. But we're not. Due to ineptitude. Okay. We are currently at 17. What, 21 was it? Okay. We're going to have a slight problem there, so that's going to get the mud out. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with that mud. But you know what they say? It's better to have mud and not know what to do with it than not have mud and... Shut up. That's what they say. At some point they get frustrated and just tell you to shut up. So that's rather rude. It's a rude saying. I'm going to need more sand. Better to have loved and lost than not have had sand. Sounds good, I guess. I don't know. The moment there that I realized this is not going well, I'm just abandoning. Abandon ship, abandon ship. I don't know how many I have right now. Too many mother uckers washing with my ship. My mud ship. My mud ship. No. Look, you don't know about my mud ship, okay? Pretend that you... Okay, we're at 21. Assuming that counted that one. It did. Okay, that's 21. That's how big we need it. This is good. Is this good? I don't know. Okay, so let's just keep going, shall we? That is also done. We need to make... Why are we doing this? The beans. Acetone gas. We also need bean seeds, don't we? We do need bean seeds. One of these per thing, okay. How you doing, Splee? We also need to make compost. That's not really a problem. What is a problem is it appears we have run out of stuff. Is there anything that we've got enough of right now? Absolutely not. Okay. I was slightly high hopes there. How are we good anywhere? No. Okay. We probably don't need 1,000 of these pipes. We can probably even take that down to 400. I'll work out the sand later. But we must work out the sand. There's no exception for that. If we do not work out the sand later, we will have problems. Speaking of problems that we will have, this thing. Oh no. I'm willing to bet that's stopping purple science. Okay, Shazbot. Shubily do. That's bad. I can't remember where I built sulfur. Where did I build? I had like a little... Didn't I have like a little sulfur exchange system? I built like before? I do/did. What I think would be good is if I made a thing over here. Okay. This is kind of bad. I should have resolved this hours ago. Oh well, problems are standard for me, I suppose. We have no belts, so I'm not quite sure what I think I'm going to achieve over here right now. Isn't it cute that I think I'm going to try something? Isn't that adorable that I think I'm going to achieve something with my lot in life? Okay. I will come back here before I stop everything. My plan here is that we go output priority, no, sorry, input priority this side. Okay, then we're going to go back to the station. Grab a bunch of stuff. And then hopefully we can resolve we can resolve the purple science issue. I don't know why I needed to jump out of the train. It's not like I was going to get anything from it. I don't think we need that anymore. We can cut that down. Oh dear God. How many of these did I want? I want 200. Well, I have 200. No. That's what I asked for. Okay, just quick resupply. We should be good. Nowish. Okay. So hopefully we can get through the sulfur that I've been producing for so long. know how plausible that's going to be, but I guess we'll learn. Yes. Done. Okay, so that'll get down to there, start making purple science again. That'll be something. Something is all I can really hope for in this life right now. I don't know how much sulfuric acid we're really using, but hey. We'll sort that out as well. Oh god. That makes so much sulfur. Oh, you know what? It's fine. I just have to live with it. Okay. Stuff it. I guess that's how it's going to go. Because they all go that way. Okay, so that'll extract my seeds. Which is important. So we can make lots of Beanafran. And I am actually going to do this double, so that way we can really fill out that belt, just to really make sure we get the Beanafran sorted. So that is... that's done.
Butt kicking, for goodness!
Thank you for following Become. Appreciate it. Welcome aboard. Okay. So then we are going to 77 divided by 21. I could just do that maths, but I refuse. 4. Okay, go. Then we go 4 of these. Which will make a lot of beans. Which we're not using for science before everyone's like, oh, bean science, let's go. We're not doing bean science. This isn't the channel, this isn't the premier channel for bean science. SeiferKatt, the premier channel for bean sciences. Okay. But not this channel. And then, if there's any Beanafran left, we turn it to compost. Do we do compost now? We don't do compost now. Again, I could do the maths, I refuse to. 92 divided by 21 is a 5. It's not, but it's close enough. And we do the compost out this way. What are composting? Are we composting Beanafran, or are we composting beans? The plan is compost Beanafran. Okay. That's fine, we can do that. So we can use that line. Okay. Now at that point, I don't think I ever have a need for being a Fran again. I ain't no fan of being a Fran. Sorry. I don't know where that came from. And maybe hope it never happens again. Okay. How do we feel about this so far? I think we might have a case here. So then what we're going to do is we're going to copy this. Paste. Paste. Delicious paste. Now we don't have the resources for all this. Like, let's not pretend that we do, because we don't. Like, I don't have half the things I need to build. But it's okay. Remember, we're building all of this so we can get a lot of insulated wires. And the real reason we need that is for the modules. That's what we're actually doing this for. We were unsure why we were doing this to ourselves, so we can build a lot of modules. Yeah. I know. Oh, I was gonna say my farm's done, but I'm not sure what's done anymore. I've seen it blink like that. My washing plants might be good though. My washing plants are good. My farms are good as well, actually. Wow. Okay. We don't need farms or washing plants anymore. Nice. Progress. I still like to carry a couple of washing plants just in case. Okay, seed extractors. Bioprocessors. So crazy it might just work. Oh, my boss says every day they see me coming to work. So crazy he might just work. Battling my boss down when that's wrong. They're wrong, but you know, what can you do? We also need to go get some Beanafran. Okay, first I've got myself stuck in a door. It happens. He does cat things like getting stuck on a door. Nope, it's not Bean's power. It's the power of rubber. So what we're wanting is acetone gas so we can make rubber. That's why we're doing all of this. There's probably better ways to do it, but yeah, I want 184,000 acetone gas. Oh no. I still want the sand. Okay, no, we can fix that. We can fix that. We guess we're gonna have to make a couple of changes. That's okay. I don't think we need as many boars anymore. I think we'll cut the boars down. Okay, slight decision change. No, we don't. We use very little beam power. There is some beam power on the base, but most of my base is powered by deuterium, plutonium, and uranium reactors. And quite frankly, we don't even need as much power as we've got going right now. Out of curiosity, how's this going? Are we making like lots of blue chips? No. No, we're not. The transistors are crap again. Why? Silicon. Okay. Hashtag just normal sounds. Okay. It reminds me of like the Speed Racer, a normal sound that people make. Such a good clip. You know what? I'm gonna put that in chat. Race a normal the sound that humans make. Is it?
Hold it!
So good. I'm putting it in the chat, don't worry. Just a normal a sound that people make. Okay, why are we not making silicon? Because it's all being consumed here. Okay, well, what if? Oop. The best part is he smiles afterwards. He's like, yes, I've inspired them to do what I needed. This is what I needed from them, and now they will do it. This is good. Oop. Ah, it's so good. Me and a friend used to just go oop at each other all the time. Because, you know, it's a normal sound people make. And we were normal people. So we know what a normal sound that people make are. We need more carbon. I saw a thing on the Seablock subreddit where you can actually get electric boilers and steam reactors, or steam generators, to actually disobey the laws of thermodynamics. And I think that's important. Okay. That looks like that's fixing that problem up. Except it doesn't. Oh, it will actually. It looks bad, but I assure you it's good. Yes, and see now they go over here. And then this will go into here, which does a thing which I can't quite remember why I'm doing this, but it's probably for a really good reason. Do they generate more engines than they consume? If you have efficiency modules in, yes, they can. Mine currently are not, because I haven't put efficiency modules in them, but they can if you do it properly. That's what matters. I like that these are casting machine 2s. This does not make much glass, and one day that's going to bite me in the butt. This is like really inefficient glass production. But for now, I don't care. Because right now nothing's telling me I need glass. And if something was telling me I needed glass, then maybe I'd sort it out. But that is Future Seef's problem. God, I really do not like Future Seef, clearly, because I am always giving him my hard problems. Not even my hard problems, just my annoying problems. The real annoying problem he has to deal with is knowing me. Past Seef. Or currently present Seef. It's... I have a lot more faith in Future Seef than Future Seef has in itself. Future Seef can handle it. Future Seef has more skills and knowledge than I have right now. So, yeah, I've got no doubt that he can handle it. You don't even need glass right now. Like, I know Future Seef. Like, I know him, I'd like to say intimately, but that makes people go, ooh, do you now? Get your minds out of the gutters, people. Specifically me. Get my own mind out of the gutter, people. They can do their own work now. I don't carry induction fin. Do I? The important thing is, this will make my silicon, and thus everything will be fine very soon. Okay, let's get back to work. Oop. Okay, so the mistake I have made is a minor one, but it is a mistake. Because through here comes my sand. And while I do not disagree that what I need to do is dismantle everything from here. Oh, no, no, no. Oh. No, just here. Oh, no, I don't have radar. You fool. Incompetent fool! Okay, we're good. See, Future Seef wouldn't make that mistake. But I am past Seef's Future Seef. No, it doesn't work that way. See, Zoe, you've got caught up in thinking Doctor Who is real. This is a common mistake that people make. You think Doctor Who is real, and you think the time is all wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey. It's not wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey at all. Matt Smith lied to you. It wasn't even Matt Smith, it was David Tennant. David Tennant lied to you. And I don't know what to tell you. It's rough, I know. Being lied to by David Tennant. It's not an easy thing to hear. I know, I get that. But it's what happened. David Tennant would never, and yet he did. I've raised the quality here, Jock. Hello. And yet he did lie to you. I don't know what to tell you. It just is what happened. Okay. We don't need any more of those. We don't need any more composters. We don't need any more seed extracted. Tough day when you realize that David Tennant lied to you, and I get that. I get that. Okay. So. Those power poles are just in the worst place. So. With that in mind, we're going to delete everything again. Not even a problem though. It just happens a lot. Oh no, the sand. No. No. Okay. David Tennant is a spectacular human being, but your favourite doctor is Peter Capaldi. Are you saying everything? Look, I'm just saying, he may be a spectacular human being, but he lied to you about Wibbly Wobbly Space Time You Whiny. Okay. And the sooner you can admit that, the better. You just googled the whole line, haven't you? We often assume that time is strictly linear progression of cause and effect. Really? Good job. I'm sorry. So sorry. I didn't realize. I didn't realize we were dealing with a gangster here. Oh, you really love Doctor Who. Oh, fair enough. It's a good show. I really need to get around to watching more of it. I am so far behind. Okay, then we make our acetone gas. At some point, we're going to need to turn all this stuff into other stuff. I think we just keep going down this long line. I think we do. I think we just keep using this long line. Why not? Stuff it, mate. Don't care anymore. Yeah. Wait. Where did the saline water go? Ah. Saline water is there, and then we just abandoned it. We need the saline water. Ah, okay. There's room for it. There's room for it. Let's not worry about that just yet. We need it for the trees, and we need it for the... Okay. The next step... That's a big boy. That's a big boy. Alright. I wasn't counting and expecting a boy that big. Okay, how big is my boy? 3,000 acetone gas, 5,000 Newton pulp. Shoot. No, that's fine. I got a plan. Is that what we do? What is this? And so we'll pull the nutrient pulp out of the system so we can use it down here. Now I know we don't need the pump at the top, but trust me, it just feels better. For copy-pastable reasons, it's just important that it's done that way. Okay, then... what was the compost for? The compost is making the fertilizer, which is what the urea gas is for. Okay. What do we need the fertilizer for? Making the trees. Okay. Fine, don't worry about it. Okay. Where are we at? So that gets my nutrient pulp and acetone gas out. That's good. Now, we need to make the fertilizer. Fertilizer is a similar prospect, actually. In fact, I think it's going to be almost the exact same setup. Right, we do that. We do that. And then we do it again, I suppose. Right. Mistake I've made there is I didn't put another... Okay, that's fine. This is good. And now we'll worry about power lines. Because it's about time someone thinks about power lines. I'm liking this build. It's a build completely in parallel, not in series. One thing I've noticed is Factory Planner, and this is probably why I'm not going to use Factory Planner in future, is it does encourage these builds in parallel, which is kind of cool, but I don't like it. It's not who I am. Like, I would not normally do this, but because I can is why I am. Because I can is why I am. Well done, Seif. You rhymed in some strange way, like some sort of fey trickster. Woohoo! I offer you riddle 3, tiddly-dee, mother... Hello, how you doing? Sorry, I got very strangely annoyed by that. Apparently I've become a fey trickster. I am not happy about this, but you know what they say, once you turn fey trickster, you don't go back, I suppose. Good, that was a terrible rhyme. Not a fey trickster anymore. It's over. Whew. That was a dark moment in my life. Is this your new Bob the Builder outfit with the vest? No, I'm SeiferKatt. You can tell I'm safer because I'm wearing a almost reflective vest. Doesn't actually reflect light, which is surprisingly what I was hoping for. You wouldn't think so normally when you buy a high-vis vest. You'd be like, man, I hope this doesn't reflect light. But when you're streaming, it's kind of good that it doesn't. You're off to. You're welcome. It is true when there are no inputs. And let's just go for 50,000. Ugh, go for 100,000. Screw it. I'm a big boy. I deserve it. You feel much safer? Excellent. Glad. That's what I'm here for. Make you feel safer. Don't call me SeiferKatt for nothing. What if, curiosity speaking, I was to... I need my desert tree seed generator, and the problem is I don't think we make them. At least very many of those. I think at this point what we can do is probably put the compost in with the sand, put that into one belt line. Arboretums, put them through there, put the saline water in, wabam wham, we made some trees. We are an environmental superhero. The woman swoon. That's right, there will be swooning from 6 to 9. Okay, so make sure you put that in your calendar. Woman, people identify with woman, or just men who just feel like, you know, just feel like swooning. Just saying. Sometimes it's just good to have a good swoon. There's nothing that is not manly about having a bit of a swoon. Okay? Sometimes it's nice to have a bit of a swoon. No? I broke all my composters, didn't I? I did. Okay. 3 seeds. Hereby declare swooning a gender neutral activity. Damn right. I'm all for that. I allow it. Okay. And you don't have to swoon just because you can swoon for whatever reason, you know? Oh, I'm swooning. Yeah. No, screw it. Swoon if you want to swoon. Not embarrassing to swoon as a man, okay? We built desert trees? I don't know. We do. And I'm not currently building them. Why not? What is the problem? Ran out of desert trees. Oh no. Yeah, we probably did, didn't we? How many do we need? 59. Oh god. Okay. To the secret garden, I suppose. I love the secret garden. I built it so long ago and it's so useful. After we're done with the rubber, then I think what we do is we... Why is it still terrible? After we're done with the rubber, then I think what happens is we start building production in speed 3s. Can we... What's the forestry for? We want to make desert tree seeds because that's how we're making rubber. There is ways you can make rubber which involve a lot more chemical processes, but under the guise of... well, not under the guise... under the rule of I actually don't care enough to do all that work, we're just doing it a very simplistic way. Because, one might say because I'm lazy, I would say because I'm efficient in a strange way. I'm oddly efficient. Oh hey, I already had these. Well, now I guess I have more. Minimizing play effort still counts as efficient. Yeah, I could do a lot of things about getting liquids to all work nicely with each other, but quite frankly, it's easier to just make a bunch of stuff. I will have to deal with the trees, of course, but I have a backup plan for dealing with the tree. You know what I mean? Which is... we did make a bunch of trees before because we needed wood. But I think we can probably get rid of a lot of that now. I don't even know where I built that. Over here. This was built so I could use a lot of wood, but quite frankly, when I'm done with what I'm working on, I can probably turn that off. It's Asper. You weren't saying hi to me, I know, but I'm going to say hi to you anyway. As is my duty. It's my duty to do it, apparently. Now my question is, if I do this... oh, it does do what I want it to do. Excellent. What I need these to do is I need these to all be... facing the different direction. Not facing the different directions so much. God, will you... Ian. God, we do not carry enough anything. Greetings, Aspar is appropriate there. Current any percent world record holder. Holy shit, congratulations. That's awesome. Is appropriate. Awesome. I'm not a speedrunner myself, but you know, gotta respect speedrunning. Sometimes I think about like trying to get the on-track achievement or something like that, and I'm like, oh, that sounds so much work. So, I mean, optimization as it is just wild, and I'm so impressed people can do it. It is scary. Scary is the wrong word. Scary implies I'm afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm just lazy. This part of the factory is kind of one of these parts that was probably useful many moons ago. This is where I'm making my, this is where my beam power exists. It's not much, but it does exist here. And it's mostly irrelevant. So what I'm hoping is if I start getting the Being a Friend made over here, then maybe, just a maybe, we'll get something done. Holy crap, it grows real fast. That was surprising to me. Let it go! Done. Let's see. You were a streamer for 2 hours? What? What were you streaming? Oh, I thought you meant today. Share your desktop and talk to your coworkers. Man, I went look. I clicked on your profile. I was like, oh damn, well, like stream stuff. I wonder what he streams. And I was not lied to, but I feel like I was lied to. I feel like I was tricked. I feel like I was deceived. I took it all personally, apparently. Okay. Stream once test OBS and your upload speed. It works as expected. Low upload. Okay, so that makes my fertilizer. My sand. Then we get my tree seed generators, which need, oh god. As per tradition, the part where you realize, oh god, this requires so much more than I was really planning to deal with today. Okay, so calculator, 59 divided by 21 is 3. Okay. Talk and no one replies. Yes, the early days of streaming. I do not miss it. It's tough when you're starting streaming. And it's tough when you're talking to co-workers. My advice? Don't talk to co-workers. That's not the advice you're supposed to have, but it's the one I'm going to give you. Okay. How do I get the saline through here? Oddly enough, that way. I'm surprised that seems to have worked. Not talking to co-workers is rookie numbers. The real trick's to not have any co-workers. Friggin' beaten again by Zoe there. Knows what's up. You had to talk to them. I invested 2 hours. You're working on not having co-workers or having co-workers? I don't know your working situation, Zoe, so I apologize if I am not aware. Maybe I do know. I don't know. A lot of people tell me a lot of things. I know about a lot of crimes that people have done. Work for a standard issue evil corporate business. Nice. That's what I like to hear. I think that's what I'm supposed to like to hear. But it's what I like to hear. Okay. I think we've started good with that. I think I want to just stop that for the moment. So that gets my tree seeds. Excellent. Well, we're probably going to call it very soon for the night. But what I would like to do is just this last little bit. 420, 471 divided by 21. Oh no. The maths. The maths are stupid. Okay. 23, okay. So, how do we do this? F's are so... Oh, wait. It doesn't need any other liquids? Oh, this might be doable. Okay. We go... like... this. Have that come down like that. And then where do we actually put the tree? I guess we've got a line that just goes along here. And then we want... What did I say? What was the number? What was the stupid number I said? 471 divided by 21. 23 arboretums. Okay, we're going to build this out and then we'll call it for the night. This is stupid. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Why don't I... That way. We're allowed to. Rude not to. This is very stupid. How many... Oh, 23 exactly. Sorry, no one needed to hear that sound from me, but... Oh, it's good shit. And then we have 471 arboretums, all growing shit. It's gonna be growing so much. So stupid. They've gone to emergency military service. They do receive professional rent after 20 years. Yeah, but then you'd be in emergency or military service, and that's not great. I mean, it's good. I guess someone needs to do it, right? But I don't know if I'm made of hard enough stuff for that. Or rephrase that. I'm not. Oh, you know what? This is the time where I'm so glad I gave me a couple extra tiles of space. Not tough enough to go to military? I mean, neither am I. Or fireman. What about a spaceman? Yes, spaceman. Could you be the people's spaceman? The spaceman that is a cat? Space cat? It's different when you're in a building, I think. Okay, transistors are clearly a problem, despite the fact that we do make them. I don't think we're going any delays in making them, I think. I think our problem is that we don't empty them, load them fast enough. Because we have enough of them. I mean, resistors probably wouldn't go bad with like extra productivity modules and speed. I don't think you'd be too hard pressed to do that. Also, it looks like this one doesn't fill up fast enough. That's the real problem, I think. Looks like red chip's filled up again though, so that's cool. Yeah, they've used all their transistors already. Alright, well you know what, here's a good time to stop. So, next session, we're going to finish this off. In fact, I was really worried this was going to take ages, but we're actually already kinda almost done. The worst of the facing malls having 3 to 5 floors, glass everywhere, so you can see all the shops. Oh, for heights? Yeah, I can imagine. We don't get malls that big in New Zealand, we just go really flat. Okay, so strangely enough, we're actually almost done with this. We need to build the arboretums, but that's all going to be done by the bots. Then we need to get the advanced gas refinery. Again, all going to be done by the bots. We need to figure out what to do with ethanol. We'll figure out what to do with those things. I don't want to ditch them the same way as I've done before. We need to do something with them. Make resin? No, we're not making resin. Silly. Clean. I mean, we could make plastic. This is me trying to call the string for the night. It's not going particularly well. Make more plastic. No benzene. That's rubber, isn't it? Yeah. We can make more rubber. Timing just tuned in and sounds I'm about to leave. Yeah, unfortunately, Kiwi Hawk I am. But yeah, happy long weekend. Exactly. Factory's going well, Kiwi Hawk. Going well. Thank you for checking in. Hope you're doing well. What's the occasion? It's King's birthday. Do you not have King's birthday weekend in Australia, Zoe? Not celebrate King Charles III's birthday when it's not his birthday? You have no idea if it's coming up. It was literally today. Not celebrate the king's birthday in the summer like like the king himself requested. It's on the 10th. I see. That's okay. The king's birthday isn't on the king's birthday. We're celebrating the concept of a king having a birthday some other time. Look, he's the goddamn king and he can decide what he wants when he wants his birthday to be. Look, if you're royalty, you decide when you were born, okay? You didn't realize that was today you were rostered to work? Oh. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you're new here, please do consider following. But quite frankly, you do what makes you happy. Yes, Matariki. Yes. I'll always take another public holiday. Yeah, so If you're royal, this means there was incest in your family. If you're alive, it means there was incest in your family. Let's be honest. It just depends how far back you have to go for it to happen. Oh my god, guys. Stop with the ducks. Thank you. Thank you for the delightful sound effects. I said you could do what you want to do. Yeah, I did say that. You know what? Carry on. Carry on with the sound effects. I can't stop you. Look, if I really want to stop you, I'd turn them off, and I haven't, because I think it's funny. And I hope you do too. I see it more of like an applause, thank you for streaming. It's difficult to see it that way because it's very grating. Anyway, I will next be streaming on Thursday. Needs a jam. I'll next be streaming Thursday. I'll be doing more of this. I'll be finishing off my rubber farm, so we can make all the rubber. And then I don't know. Then I guess we do finish off modules. How are we doing with rockets? Actually, sorry, I know I'm meant to be calling it for the night. We have launched 6 rockets. We've actually launched 3 more rockets today. Hell yeah. So you've got social links. You know what? I should have the YouTube and the social links. I do. What am I talking about? YouTube.com/SeiferKatt. I am a fool. I say this every session. I'm like, oh, I should have YouTube and the social links. That's how I sound in my own head. YouTube.com/SeiferKatt. That's where I post VODs. And you've also got the Discord link if you want to contact me outside the streaming time. Biorubber. I couldn't be bothered doing it any other way, quite frankly. And if we got wood at the end, I'm just going to burn it. Ecologically, of course. Flick. Yeah, no, I just couldn't be bothered figuring out the chemical way, so we're doing biorubber because it's just easier. It was less strain on my brain. And less strain on my brain and scaling something huge, I'll do that. I don't care. Oh, it's not efficient. Yeah, but I can just do it like 1,000 times. It doesn't even matter. Just think it needs a buff? I think it's already fine. Anyway. Catch you guys on Thursday. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.